Well, you're on. Just thinking about it. I got the sheet set here. I'm gonna get into the town. Of course, I already got my manifesto done. It's an anagram and T-r-o-u-b-l-e. Travis Tritt, I'm a rep. Running the line, data mining. Do what I need to do just to stay competitive and busy. You could say I'm sitting on my ass doing nothing, or you can play the game about what the universe is. Me, first step on the square, the corner of the square, over there to the dates of projecting the timelines of this timeline, and everybody else having fun. Just trying to have a living, trying to do what you got to do as far as looking at it down the pipes. And hi, friend. I'm all skull and dudgery about it, so I get it, and that's generally the AO of these globular smooth states on the model of me doing some town model rip. When you're out here doing this, I don't really have access to what I would have realistically beyond how far you could Fourier or what becomes the E2 at the Manor standard of whatever rip that may be, even if that was a ground guy part time for the road, the water technician, a public works, anything on this row before you get into the M2 category, all the groundworks plus a bureaucratic. You could do the job physically as I forget which water treatment I've seen it as, but generally, again, you have an office space for it, conducting other models pretty linearly. Have the bishop angle for what it is, sheriff or otherwise, something up there on that table that gets you close to the region. Well, you have one, two, or three on an Omega chessboard setup that you have to determine the globular smooth state for on the area around that hillbilly spinner bow factory. It's just a gap at Corte Aligata out here on the difference of free energy radiant standards. Here he's using a light bulb, so you're just staying close to it. There might be a motor configuration where you get a little bit of that cost X inside of it, where that's the difference on the other side. Well, it's still a problem on the read technique unless you're Kevin Bacon over here and getting hit by it. Good areas of the waves, and who's in that area doing what court case for all tow hitch about it. And well, you know, that's how that goes when you're going to start analyzing what cybersecurity is from a certain photon or model that says, hey, I got that clerk. I could ask the clerk the right question. Energy transmits. Here, yelling at 79 is not going to do me any good, short of the way I'm conducting energy, if it pings into that type of standard of what represents that mathematically. And you can probably see this form in many, many equations, certainly luxes and lumens and anything else that has to do with the spectrum of earthly bound and gravitationally bound day-night cycles. Day-night cycles is the day or the night or any kind of configuration between that. Well, you're into the quarters, the P's, any other standards that are going to continue beyond any other form of that bar, but they'll continue in that form of the bar. The where it is in the equation of this group of people, kids, students, or otherwise. Uh, you know from the office space, then I integraled it to bring in the bar, the MCATs, the ASVAP. It's better at a recruiting station that is the highway technician or the job interview in the paper, because there's the node that's the closest to Ultron's nonsense over there. Well, talking about how to set something like that up or dealing with just ACO is going to be coming up in here, the cosmetology on. What do you guys think? I'm reading my fourth book, or the third book on in the Constitutional Bill of Rights that are word for word written down, and I'm talking about some of the standards in my case. And do you feel that the quark matter star here has to deal with what the resonant frequency is or how it comes into the situation of what might be going on to, when you think about the other prejudices that go into the standard when you have the situation incorrect? uh, that's what I want to see. I want to see him do my surgery. I want to see him looking at my case when it's coming down. You got to clip out that P model inside of there. about what's important for my day before I argue, hey, Fed, bang, or bang, or bang, or bang inside of here about what's actually going on and where I can get that clip before somebody's like, nope, we turn off the POV at that point in time and I don't know, don't know, don't know. So you A1 torture attack it, right? We know through an inverted square law that this is what, if you melt it down on the sheets of all the incidents that we have, 80% at Berkeley, all the elements, datas, teams, Feynmans, Curies, and the rest of them, that's where this is. And generally short of this argument doing it, or hey, it was like, you weren't supposed to do any of those things, friends. Well, you can see it a breeding issue. The 7th on the 8th of what's going down, where the two need to fight about it on the issue on what does before there's this, and it pinches them on the other side, and you show them the tattoo on this side. All right, boys, he's going to do that to you. Yeah, that's the question. I've never seen my background check, and every time I have to pay, I have to get a Fourier for my own thing. You send that bitch to me in the post office at some point in time if it makes a change. That's a piece of document I need to know. Everything else is.